Hello and welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we are going to be playing this. So we have the Learnable Meta Southeast Asia Beginner, because we are a beginner, we're not particularly good, and we're going to be learning some of the Southeast Asia metas because I keep getting them very, very wrong, and I'd rather not. So let's jump into a game and see what we can do. So we have a tuk-tuk. We have a motorbike. We have a dog. A doggy dog. I wish dogs were mares. Like, you see a Jack Russell, like, boom, Peru. That'd be easy. This is tough. We have blokes on a motorbike. We have a lot of motorbikes. So it's kind of like Malaysia-y kind of vibes. I think it might be this could be the meta. The pole. Or the road markings. We're obviously driving on the right, which does make a difference. We need to start taking that into account. I'm just going to plonk because I've yet to do this map. Okay, so it's Philippines, which is tuk-tuks and trikes, a common sight in the Philippines. In many areas, most common, or more common than cars. So if you see a lot of tuk-tuks, safe bet would be Philippines. Noted. That's a flag. So, strange coverage. Very, very, very sandy. Big yellow line in the middle of the road. This pole is quite likely the meta. It is quite mainland. It doesn't look particularly islandy. We've got some big old mountains to the north. Other than that, unsure what sort of metas we're looking out for. So there are national parks and things like that in Thailand. It could be not even close. It could be somewhere over here. I don't know what that pole means, so I'm going to go... Yeah, that was a Vietnam. Vietnamese red and white stripy pole. Occasionally red and yellow. Okay. Fab. So we have a river crossing. This just feels like... Ah. Hello there. Number plates. This is one that we need to get. It says Bagan over there. That's the place, I think. So we have two sort of blocks of white text on the number plate here, which should be giving us... They're driving on the left. I don't know which one's which in terms of which lane, which sides people drive on. I don't think it's Thailand. There's not a lot of English, so let's go Kuala Lumpur. Okay, so we were correct with that. I didn't see the sign, but I know that one. The Malaysian Berhenti. It's not how you say it. Okay, so we have a ladder pole, and we have a bollard with orange hair. Okay, we're in more mountains. What's it feeling like? There's a bloke on a moped, we've got yellow lines, we've got red dashes and like crash barrier things. I feel like the pole's probably that. This is probably the meta as well. Again, I don't know, because I'm yet to play this map. Could it be a Philippine? No. It was a Vietnam holy pole. Sick. Now we know. Bro's got fish and eggs. Pretty staple diet, to be fair. I'd eat fish and eggs. And some beer. Is this a beer meta? I know there is a beer meta in the game. I can't remember which the beer meta is. There's a certain type of beer called the country, and you only get it in that country. So if you see a sign for beer and it's got the country's name on it, you're in that country. We have interesting plates, long white plates. Could it be this? This looks like the Brazilian electricity meter. Flags aren't helping. This bloke's just carrying fish, which doesn't help much. Again, unsure. So I'm just going to click there. Philippine poles. Metal poles in the Philippines. Can be found in Bangladesh and some parts of Malaysia. So it's not very distinguishable. That was awful. Awful round. We have single track road. I don't think the car meta's big thing in Southeast Asia, which is annoying because I do like a car meta. We have a stalk kind of thing, doing some fishing. We have a tree. 2024 Google coverage. Could be something that helps. big rice field, I presume. Unsure if that is rice, but it looks somewhat like that. Obviously, we have the southwesterly sun. Okay, so the one time we don't guess Thailand, it was Thailand. So it's the Thailand roads have the paved concrete. Interesting. This does have paved concrete with the gaps. So could it be? Could that be the meta again? If so, that is a really good way of learning it, just having it on loop. Maybe Suzuki. I think playing these is really good in terms of like getting vibes. Because, oh god, never mind. So Philippines, see concrete roads, Southeast Asia. Most likely the Philippines or Thailand. Okay, so it's both that have that. So again, we have this road. Well, I was saying, the vibe check. So obviously you get spammed just in the same sort of area. You end up picking up a good vibe. So if we got into this in a Jules game, some people might think, oh, we could be in Peru or something like that. Obviously not, but some of the like mid-level players that we sometimes come up against will think, oh, it could be South America, but because we get a vibe check because we've played so many rounds of it, we know that it's not. I think this might just be the same thing, you know. It is. There we go. That road was a vibe. This is a different road. We have a sign, which doesn't help. We have a pole. We have these the metal poles that we had earlier. That were Filipino. That's quite cool. What even is that? Mazda Power. That's like Asian max power. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. There's some blokes selling orange juice and weed. And another hell of a contraption. Last time we saw a contraption like this, we were in Colombia, but this is not, because we're not doing a South American round, we're doing Southeast Asia. Big old pedestrian crossing. I don't know. It's similar road to before, so could it be another Manila-y kind of vibes? It is. Same again. So we had the octagonal metal pole and the concretey road. So here we have house on stilts, which means, come on, there we go. Cambodia. House on stilts in Cambodia are very, very common. I learned that from Mr. Josh Zerka himself. So that gave us a much better score than the first one, which is fabulous. We have proper roads. We have a car. We do like a car meta. If this is a car meta, we're vibing. We have yellow plates on everything. If I got this in a duel, because of the yellow plates, I'd just be like, oh, we're in Colombia, obviously. And then you see the language and you'd be like, what? Like Colombia, I never knew that. We have a sign. Okay. Tough one. There's more cars than there are tuk-tuks, so I'm ruling out Philippines. We've got yellow plate. Are these commercial vehicles with yellow plates? Could be the thing. Ah, hello there. That's a flag. Is that Laos? Was the Laos flag, and the Laos car looks like the car that you get in up here in Kyrgyzstan. You also get it in Guatemala. So if you are in Southeast Asia and you got one of those, Laos. And I think only 4 of the cities in Laos have coverage, so you can sort of hedge your bets. And that's a lot of motorbikes. Ah, here we have this, which, before I see it, I'm going to say this is Cambodia, because this like blue promotional government poster is Cambodia. They have it everywhere. Apparently they're very political. Interesting. We have 1.5 motorbikes driving past. It's quite impressive to be her riding a single-wheeled motorbike. Gotta give them that. Some balancing act. So, what did I say it was? Cambodia. Let's go city centre, Cambodia. You're taking the piss. It had the So we were, in fact, not in Cambodia. We were in Indo. Front plates on motorcycles in Indonesia. That's quite an easy one to remember. Should be good from now on. Here we have a number plate that I can't see. Is it a black plate? Very normal looking road, driving on the left. I don't know which one's drive. I need to look at a map and work out. So it was actually a Malaysian thick yellow bars. So Malaysia drive left. Now we know that. This looks like the Chile car, but we're not in Chile. I need to get that sort of thing off my head. What have we got? What have we got? We've just got regular houses. We've got black plate split into two, which again we just had. So we're up there. Malaysia plates was split into two. Indo's. Oh, okay, so I've clicked Indonesia. No. I meant to click up here. Well, I would have probably clicked up here in Malaysia, but Malaysia 3. Cool. We have the same car. That's cool. We have the same car. Looks like the Chile car, but it's got this like indent. Wonder what they used. What car this is. What we are in. So we have white outer lines and white dashes in the middle, driving left again. So we now know that it could be here. That'll do. Electricity poles in mainland Malaysia have black stickers. Nice. Right, we'll do another. We'll do one more. See if we can get a nice... Is this a... No, it's just this bloke. It's just merged into us. I thought we were on a bike. We have a Wi-Fi promotional video thing. Lots of tuk-tuks. So it could be Philippine. Leaning towards Philippines. Leaning towards somewhere up here. Good shout by me. It was closer to Manila, but we'll take it. We'll take it. So we have the... Oh, are these the thick yellow dashes? We don't have a car meter. We have this pole, which we learned earlier was Philippines. I'm gonna go with one of the other islands. The cover is a bit different. What is that? That was Vietnam. Oh, it's the Vietnam stripy poles. You got on Laos. It's the Laos car. It's the Laos flag up there as well. And some pretty stunning looking mountains. Laos looks sick. I wouldn't mind a Laos trip. So that's Vietnam. This is Laos. The mountains are like west-northwest. Where are there lots of mountains? They look like mountains. Let's go here. God damn! I went the wrong side of the mountains. This was the mountains we were looking at. This is the ones I thought. But, decent score. We're on for a good one. No, we're not. This is weird. Very big, open, dusty road with a holy pole and a stick. Wow. That's literally just a stick that's holding the electricity pole up. Christ. They do this in one of the South American countries as well. Of course, we're not in South America because we're doing a Southeast Asian map. But I don't know. This is a throw. I do not know. For round 4, it could be bloody anywhere. Go up there because it was dry. Cambodian poles. 2 types of poles: concrete or ladder waffle pole in Cambodia. I want to zoom in on these. So we have ladder poles, which look like the French ones, and we have concrete. No, we just have dots all the way up, round concrete dots. Cool. We've had you. you've been in the metas before. Yes, we have this. Finally, we remember the Vietnamese red and white stripy pole, which is fabulous. We have mountains to the southwest. Somewhere up here. Good show. Wow, GG's on the last guess. Let's take it. That's probably the best score we've had since starting this as well, so I will be playing some more of this. But for now, that will do in terms of learning some of the Southeast Asia metas. Hopefully that puts us in a bit of a better stead when it comes to doing duels online, because I keep guessing just random places in Southeast Asia, which we don't really want to be doing. We want to be knowing at least roughly which country we're in. And I believe that's helped us today. So thank you very much for watching. Please do hit like, please do subscribe, and I really hope to catch you in the next one.